All right, turkeys, get in. We are cleaning this kitchen. Thanksgiving is coming up really fast. This is a mess. I need a lot of space. I'm not doing elaborate cooking this year, but I will need my counter space. So let's clean up. We might even get to some pantry stuff, some kitchen cabinet stuff. We might do some decluttering, but the most important part is we got to get these counters clear. We got to get everything clean. And I also, I have my corner. My corner has expanded. I've got a couple of baskets that stuff is in, and my husband would probably prefer if I got it gone for the holiday. So come along, let's clean, let's declutter, let's get ready for Thanksgiving dinner. Let's go. Welcome to the official voiceover portion of the video. Welcome, welcome. If you are coming to me from my last Tidy As I Go video that I just put out over the weekend, this past weekend, then this might be confusing because it's a little bit out of order. So, but not totally out of order. It's only half out of order. So this portion of the video, the first half, here's what we're doing. Let me set the scene for everybody. The first half of this video is me cleaning up like 2 weeks ago now in real time when you're seeing this. There's going to be a lot of time traveling involved because I'm recording the voiceover on one day. This was filmed on 2 separate days, and this is being released like a different, listen, just stay with me if you can. Okay. So I'm setting the scene. So what you're seeing right now with the pink top, this is like 2 weeks ago. I cleaned the kitchen. Okay. I did a whole clean of everything. I did the initial declutter of the countertops, the dining table, and I cleaned the stove. Whatever, like just the basic stuff that you got to do before you can really like dig in and do deeper work. Okay. Then the second half of this video takes place after the video that I released last Saturday, where I tidied as I goed, or tidied as I went, whatever. I cleaned as I went for a whole week, okay? So the second half of this video takes place after I maintained a clean, relatively clutter-free countertop and table for a whole week, which is a huge win for me. If you don't know, I really struggle. I really, really struggle to keep flat surfaces free of clutter. So I did a great job. Thank you for the encouragement. I will encourage myself as well. Sorry, right here I'm getting rid of like temporary tattoos, little tchotchke toys that my daughter doesn't need anymore. I'm just throwing that kind of stuff away, by the way. So anyway, second half of the video here, you're going to see I'm doing a deep declutter. Okay, I'm doing the declutter of all of the kitchen cabinets and a declutter of my corner baskets, which I told you about at the very beginning, and a declutter of the pantry. So all of that is in the second half. So if you're really into decluttering, maybe I'll be nice and put a timestamp in there and you can just skip to that. But who knows? Maybe we'll talk about some fun and silly things in the first half. So don't skip ahead too fast. You might enjoy yourself. Also, if you are using this to body double, or you're using my video to sort of clean up and motivate yourself to get back on track after the Thanksgiving holiday, if you're in the United States, sorry, Canadians and people abroad, I'm American. I apologize. I really apologize for so many reasons, but just for being American.
Our country is doing really well.
But also for being very America-centric in terms of like, it's the Thanksgiving holiday. Sorry, I know if you don't live here, you don't care, but it is what it is. But anyway, here we are. I am cleaning the countertop. If you are using this video as an opportunity to motivate yourself or body double or clean up after your Thanksgiving celebration, after hosting, whatever, then watch the whole thing because I'm going to hang out with you for pretty much a whole hour. And in an hour, can you imagine how much you can get done in a whole hour? So much. Look at how much I got done in a whole hour. Now, you also should feel free to pause, come back. Don't forget to come back. I mean, I have ADHD, so I probably would forget to come back if I left. because that can happen. But if you need to break this up into a few different viewings, that's fine too, because I will tell you what, I didn't do all of this in one day. I sure didn't. I did this part one week and I did the other part the next week. So do whatever you got to do. Do what works for you. Speaking of my ADHD and getting distracted and not remembering things, I have a few things that I'm really upset about that happened to me. Also, I was very concerned after I did that spray right there. See, I'm distracted again, but I was very distressed because I sprayed that cleaner, even though it's like a natural cleaner. I sprayed that cleaner to clean the sink head, the faucet head. And then I immediately regretted it because I was like, I probably just got some of the cleaner on my clean dishes and I can't move on with my life. So you're going to see me spray the dishes in the drying rack again to rinse them off. And now I felt better about it. So my ADHD stuff, just watch me clean. It's fine. So my ADHD stuff, I did such a silly thing. It was so dumb. Not dumb. Be nice, Megan. Be nice to yourself. It was not dumb. It was just very ADHD, okay? So every year I have to renew my car registration in November, right? It's due every November for the past however many years. And so the last few years, I waited till like the last day of the month, I think like November 30th, I was waiting in line at the currency exchange place to get my car registration renewed. It was a big stress, whatever. So this year, I was able to do it online. Like I qualified to be able to do it online. I didn't have to go in person. I didn't have to get like an admissions test or anything like that. And so I ended up ordering it online. Like I paid for it a while ago. I think it was still October, to be honest with you. I paid for it. Oh, look, I'm going to downsize how many of these items are here because I feel like there's always too many and we don't use half of them. So I was just reducing the amount of clutter that would get in my way. So I was very proud of myself. I ordered my car registration sticker for 2026, and it was mailed to me, and I received it in the mail a few weeks ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago at this point. And then this was the crucial mistake that I made. If you have ADHD, you know what I'm about to say. I did not put it on my car in that moment. I opened it, I looked at it, I recognized it, and I failed to put it on the car. And so now I have zero idea where it is. I have no clue. I looked in my car. I thought maybe I put it in my car. Nope, it's not in my car. I thought maybe I put it in my work bag. I've looked in my work bag. I probably, after this voiceover is finished, the butter dish. All right, quick break. Tell me if you guys are a leave the butter out or a put the butter in the fridge kind of a family. My whole life, I was a butter in the fridge kind of a person, but I hated how difficult it was to spread cold butter. And so one day, I don't know what changed my mind or what made me realize that I was not going to die of botulism or something if I left the butter out on the counter. But now I leave it out on the counter, and I have lived to tell the tale. So I recommend it. I feel like it's fine. And if it's not fine, please don't tell me because I don't want to change what I'm doing. And here I am about to clean the stove. I did cut out a lot of the stove cleaning in this sequence because honestly, like, it's boring and this was a terrible angle. So just know that this took me a long time and I cut out a lot. So you're welcome. So anyway, back to my ADHD story. So I looked in my work bag. I didn't see it. I will maybe dump it out now that I have a little more time to really look thoroughly. And I looked in my other bag that I use and I couldn't find it. And I don't know where I put it. So I need that little sticker to put on my license plate. or I'm going to have to go to the DMV and tell them what happened. And I have no idea what they're going to charge. Oops, sorry, I'm sitting in a squeaky chair. I have no idea what they're going to charge me. Like if I can't find the sticker in a timely manner, I have to go to the DMV and find out. And I don't want to know what they're going to charge because, I mean, hopefully it's not the full cost. I think to register my car this year, it was like $150 something, 151. Yeah, I think it was like $150 to register my car in Illinois this year, which is fine. That's great. I did it already. I paid it. Oh, I'm even going to clean out the microwave, guys. That never, ever, ever, ever happens. You are witnessing a Christmas miracle. Well, I guess a Thanksgiving miracle here in the United States, or a Christmas miracle in general, because Christmas miracles can happen anytime. I say that year round. So that is the story. I lost my registration sticker for my car, and I'm not proud of it, but that is the truth. I did happen to go past I was picking up some boots that I had repaired recently. So I did happen to walk past my local currency exchange, and I walked in and I asked them, like, hey, I lost my sticker even though I paid for it. Like, what can I do? And the girl was very nice, but she was like, yeah, we can't help you. You have to go to the DMV. So everyone, please cross your fingers and toes and send me all of the good vibes that I will be able to find the car registration sticker, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. There was something else. Yeah, the other thing I kept meaning to do all week, like all day yesterday, all day today, I opened my phone like at least 6 or 7 times to pay for my daughter's childcare for the week. I don't know why they do it this way. They charge weekly, even though it's like a daycare center. A lot of daycares, I don't know, my daughter has only been in one, like this is her only formal daycare, but I think how they do it is like you just give them your card, like your credit card, and then they just charge it every month, I think is an option. But not this place. So I have to think about it every single week. And so yesterday and today, I kept opening my phone and going on their website to pay. And then I would immediately get distracted because I'm also juggling, like trying to plan 2 different grocery deliveries for Thanksgiving. I am getting one grocery delivery today from Walmart. Oh, part 2. Here we are with the decluttering. This is going to take a really long time. That's my corner. This is me on week 2 of this project. First I cleaned, then I cleaned as I went all week, and now I'm decluttering. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Also, by the way, I decided to listen to music, like nostalgic woman empowerment kind of music this whole time. So if you see me dancing and like going through all of the stages of grief and emotions throughout this, don't be concerned. It's okay. I was just listening to like Billie Eilish and like Annie DeFranco, Tori Amos. Why did I say it like that? Tori Amos. And also some like more contemporary stuff like Lola Young and whatever. So don't worry about me, guys. This is just what I needed to do to like force myself to stay motivated. Okay, I'll just talk about it. I'll abandon whatever else I was talking about because I already forgot. So, oh yeah, the daycare grocery debacle, but whatever. I'll just say what I'm doing here really quick because I'm sure you're dying to know. So these 2 baskets that I had in the corner on the floor there, that's just my corner because I don't have my own bedroom. I share with my husband. I don't have my own office because we don't have an extra room for that. And so that is my corner in the dining area. Oh, and I'm about to share with you a piece of paper that I found from when I first started YouTube. And look at that, guys. I had goals for YouTube in 2023, the end of 2023. I had under 300 subscribers. And I think my goal, I was like, in 6 months, I will totally have 5,000 subscribers. Because I was like, YouTube is so easy. Um, Spoiler alert, I did not reach that initial goal, but that's okay. I did get monetized within 9 months, which is pretty darn impressive. And I also gained a best friend. So, and also connections with other fine friend YouTubers as well. So, and all of you in the community. I get amazing advice from you guys. I get encouragement from you guys. I get support. My YouTube journey has been amazing. I have no regrets. I'm not like down on myself that I didn't get 5,000 subscribers in 6 months. But anyway, it was touching. I know last week I was saying I am the least sentimental person that I know. However, that did make me tear up a little bit that I went from like under 300 subscribers to right now, I think I have a little over 2,500, like 2,500. So that's pretty cool. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm still enjoying the ride, guys, and I'm glad you're here with me to watch me dance. That's awkward. So anyway, I have this corner and all my stuff is in the corner. So anything from like notebooks that I use for work to those, that is a bag of tissue paper, like Kleenex tissues. Those are the plates that we're using for Thanksgiving dinner and dessert. A blow up Christmas, like lawn blow up dinosaur for Christmas. My daughter's backpack for preschool, like all of those things go, a clipboard, they all go in my corner. And then anything that I want, like what you saw me taking out at the beginning, there is the other basket. What art supplies, random thank you cards, like whatever is my stuff that I don't know where to put it. That notebook is like my handbook for my new job that I have. And this is my son's artwork. That's what he did in a printmaking class last year. It was pretty cool. That's a drawing he did of him and his best friend. So I'll give that back to him. Oh, yeah, just random stuff that I get at community events, an old Chromebook. Like this is all my spinny wheel of decision making that I never use. Old notes, like that notebook is all notes from my sessions with my clients. That's an old work ID from 2020. Again, just random stuff. That is a lotion or a balm that has lanolin in it that I'm allergic to, sunscreen that's going to expire before next summer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You get the idea. It's just everything. It's everything. Party favors. Yeah, it's everything. So anyway, I have this system where I just put things in these little baskets in the corner because I don't have a space for myself. And now here's the result. Like, because I never actually go through my baskets until today. And so they just get cluttered with like junk mail and updates from my 401k plan that I actually need to roll over because I'm not with that company anymore. Like, oh, by the way, I'm sure I have some financial smarty pants folks in my audience, probably. And by that, I mean like better than me at finances, which is like all of you. So how do you roll your retirement funds over to a new retirement fund? Anybody? If anyone has advice, I can ask the people at my new company. I guess I will ask them, but like if any of you have like a real quick Cliff Notes version, I would like to know, because here's the deal. I have been a job hopper, again, ADHD. I've been a job hopper my whole career. So I have had several different 401ks or 403bs or whatever kind of retirement account you can have, depending on what type of place I was working at. And so I think I've lost some of them. Like, I don't even know where they are anymore. I don't know like who even has the accounts. I know at some point a few years ago, I got a check for like $500. Excuse me. Pardon my squeaky chair again. I got a check for $500 or something, I believe was from one of my retirement funds, because they were like, you don't work at this company anymore. Like, we don't want to keep holding this for you. So we're cashing it out, whether you like it or not.
She doesn't even go here.
But I don't know if I even deposited it. This is the state of my finances. So, that's really embarrassing for me to say out loud because I'm 42 years old. But I'm not above asking for help. So if any of you are super duper smart about money stuff, let me know. Like, is there some database where you can find out where your accounts are? Like, if you have outstanding accounts somewhere, that would be cool. I know that in the state of Illinois, probably a lot of states, but I know in the state of Illinois, there's something, I forget what it's called, but there's some database where like you can put your name in and find out if the state is holding money for you, like from random places that have tried to send you refunds and stuff. Like from the electric company, if you overpaid them, or from, I don't know, whatever. And because I've moved a lot, I had a few months ago, I had like $700 just like hanging out in the state of Illinois, like just waiting for me, because all these random situations, maybe some of it was from a 401k. I don't know. I don't know where it was from, but I got $700 randomly because I moved around and I was very hard to find, apparently. So, I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. This is so embarrassing that I'm so dysfunctional as an adult person, but that's okay. This is about the journey, right? This is about the journey. And I'm sure I can't possibly be the only one who doesn't understand how life works as an adult. Quite honestly, I'm just trying to survive in the year of our Lord 2025 in the United States. Like, I'm just trying to hang on. Do you know what else I just found out that absolutely blew my poor brain? I just found out how much we pay every month in health insurance premiums. My husband's employer-sponsored healthcare plan, we pay like $1,400 a month for our family to have health insurance. Actually, I really don't know what I thought. I think I thought it was like $700 a month, maybe, that we were paying in our premium. Because I know when I was single and I was like, and I got health insurance, oh gosh. I'm going to finish that thought, but let's just acknowledge the pantry for a moment. Also, let's acknowledge my cinematic prowess here, because I used multiple camera angles to get this incredible shot, and my reactions. I wanted with every fiber of my being to just put the paper plates in there, but I knew better, guys. I knew better. I know I needed to clean it, so I had cleaned it. Yeah. Welcome to this portion of the video. This is going to take a while. But it's okay. It's very satisfying at the end. So please don't go anywhere. It's mind-blowing how different it looks at the end. But anyway, when I was working and I was single and I worked for a company that provided health insurance for me because I was full-time, I don't know. I don't think I paid that much every month out of my paycheck for health insurance. I really don't. I think it was like maybe $300 a month. maybe, I don't know. And so I was like, well, maybe we pay like 700 for the whole family or something. No, 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 no. It's 700 something per paycheck. Per paycheck every 2 weeks. That's like, I think we calculated it. It comes out to something like $18,000 a year for a family of four, which is insane because on top of that, I'm also paying a $750 copay anytime I go to the ER. We pay an $80 copay anytime we see our primary doctor. And I pay like $120 if I ever see any doctor that's a specialist or has like ologist at the end of their title, like a cardiologist, a dermatologist, a ophthalmologist, like you name it, it's $120. So my husband and I were sitting there talking about this over the weekend, and I was like, what? I beg your finest pardon. Like we pay how much out of your paycheck every week or every 2 weeks? Oh, and look at those 2 giant bags full of garbage already. So we were sitting there like legitimately considering like if we could get away with just going uninsured and paying out of pocket. Like, can we just, like, if we're going to spend $18,000 a year just for the insurance premium, like that doesn't cover the copays, that doesn't cover medication, like that is just the premium. Like maybe we're better off just saving that $18,000 a year in case of an emergency. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. And then the other thing is like medical debt. I don't know if you know this. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me. This is not legal advice. This is not financial advice. I'm just saying that from what I understand, because I do have some medical debt with the hospital in our area, from what I understand, if you have medical debt with a hospital, they have to let you be on a payment plan. They have to let you be on a payment plan. And so I can be on a payment plan for the rest of my life for my medical bills if I have to. They cannot force me to pay it all at once. They cannot, like, so if after I had my daughter, let's say I had like a $5,000 bill with the hospital because I was in the hospital for like 10 days or something. So after insurance and blah, 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 whatever, I ended up with a $5,000 bill. I am still paying that off, and she's 3.5. Because like I think basically my bottom line is like, I did not have to put it on a credit card. I did not have to pay it off right away. As long as I am making payments and I never miss a payment, so I have it on automatic pay, they cannot send it to collections. They cannot sue me for it. I just pay them whatever I can. I mean, obviously it's an agreed upon amount, but it's something I can afford every month. So how worried would I be if I did have a medical event? You know what I mean? Like, okay, but the years that we don't have anything horrible happen, like we save $18,000. And plus, there are so many doctor's offices and specialists and whatever who like, if you tell them that you're going to pay cash or like you're going to pay it all right up front and they don't have to bother with insurance, they will give you a discount. They'll give you a discount. Like I bet you if I went to go see my doctor and I was not insured and I just said like, what is the amount that I owe you for this visit? It would probably not be that much. Like it probably would be under $150 for the appointment. And so I don't know. It's very tempting. It's very tempting to just let go of insurance. But I know that there are penalties, right? Like I know there can be tax penalties, and my husband's getting closer to Medicare age, and not like imminently, but in the next whatever, like he's getting closer to Medicare age than I am. And so I know there's also like penalties for that. Like if you're not insured when you are eligible for Medicare, then you get penalized. So anyway, there's a lot of nuance. We're going to stay insured, I think, is what we have to do. But again, Canadians, my friends abroad who have civilized societies, please tell me a story. Tell me a story in the comments about how amazing your healthcare system is, like how cool it is for you to be able to go to the doctor and not have to pay $18,000 a year in insurance premiums, regardless of whether you go to the doctor or not. Can you just tell me that story? Tell me a story about how nice it is to have free healthcare in your country. I want to fantasize about something, and that sounds so lovely. Do you know how much savings we could build if we put $18,000 a year in a high yield savings account, or like in the stock market, or in like crypto? Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. This is probably horrifically boring. And this video is going to crash my whole channel, and no one will ever watch again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But maybe not. Maybe you guys do have good advice, and this is fascinating to hear me talk about how irresponsible I am and how screwed we are with our healthcare system. Oh my gosh. I need to take a breath. I'm going to get stressed out about healthcare and insurance costs. I don't know why I got on that topic to begin with. I think it just had, I don't know. I did not intend, by the way, I did not intend to talk about money in this video. Often when I come and sit down to do my voiceover, I do not have an outline. I do not have a script. I just sit here and like react. Oh, I'm sad here. This is partly because I was listening to a very sentimental song. I think it was Noah Cyrus, July. If you guys haven't heard that song wrecks me every time. You should listen to, if you don't want to cry, don't. But my gosh, that song wrecks me every time. I think it's called July. I don't know. Anyway, I'll put a link somewhere. It's an incredible song. I don't know any other Noah Cyrus song. It's Miley Cyrus's little sister. I don't know any of her other work, but that song is a masterpiece, and I love it so much, and I wish it was longer. Okay, hello, time travelers. This is now a new day for me, voiceover Megan, today. So if you ever wished that you were a real time traveler, congratulations. Today is your day. You are experiencing 4 different days simultaneously in one video because I filmed it on 2 different days, and now I'm doing voiceover on 2 different days. So welcome. Congratulations on your time traveling achievements. I'm just showing you all of my lentils right there. I'm showing you, ran into the doorway there, showing you all my lentils and beans. I've got a bunch of rice. I've got regular rice. I've got pre-made rice. I've got so many rice options. I think all of the lentils and rice are kind of like leftovers from when I was in my prepper era earlier this year, like when all the tariffs were happening and like nobody knew if we were going to have shortages in the grocery stores. Remember that? That was fun. That was a fun time. Yeah. So anyway, most of the stuff that I bought from then, I think that was back in like maybe January or February, which now feels like a lifetime ago. But most of that stuff has since expired. I think later you're going to see me bring down like a box of crackers, saltine crackers that expired in August. So I guess we survived without having to stockpile. But the rice and the beans are still good. So I'm going to keep them because you never know. Like there could still be other kinds of emergencies. You know, we could have a natural disaster. Oh, I had one more bottle of juice, which we have weaned my family off of juice. Like I was never really like a big juice drinker, but my son and husband and daughter were all pretty hooked on juice. So that was like the last bottle. And of course, my daughter came out a little bit later and she saw it. So I had to give her a cup of juice. But after that, no more juice. Like I was throwing away all the Capri Suns that we had left too, because she is a sugar addict, just like her mom. Because all I did when I was pregnant with her was feed her and myself chocolate milkshakes. So anyway, back to disasters. There could be a natural disaster. There could be like a financial disaster. Who knows? So I'm going to keep the lentils and the rice. But I think the thing that I learned from my like 2 months of being panicked and trying to be a prepper was that I should only buy foods like for long-term storage. I should only buy stuff that we actually eat. Do you know what I mean? Like we don't eat saltine crackers on a regular basis. My daughter likes Ritz. I mean, I love Ritz crackers, but I try not to eat them because I try not to. But like we actually do go through Ritz crackers in our family. And so if I was going to stockpile a cracker item, like that would be it. You know what I mean? And as far as like the lentils and rice and stuff, I do like lentils, but I rarely actually eat them. So maybe I should start incorporating those into our meals more often. I feel like that would probably be a good thing. But in the future, again, if I start buying things to just have on hand, like for extras, I should really focus on buying things that we already know that we like, because the problem with my pantry and with all of our different cabinets and stuff, and we're going to get to the cabinets in a minute, don't worry. But the problem with the cabinets and the pantry is that I have all of these good intentions. I have all these thoughts and ideas of like, oh, like we should have this, or we should have these on hand in case, you know, XYZ. But then we don't use them before they expire. You know, like every once in a while I'll have it in my head that we really should have more black beans, because there's this one dish that I make with like ground meat and black beans and corn, and like enchilada sauce and taco seasoning and stuff. Like there's that, I make that dish, and so every time I go to the store I'm like, oh, I should have that on hand because that's an easy dish to make. Like I should have all those ingredients on hand. And then I buy it, and then I don't actually cook that dish for like 3 months. And so then we have all of the ingredients many times over. See, there's the box of the saltines. But yeah, we have all the ingredients, a lot of them, and I never make the dish. So I think I just need to be more honest with myself. Do you guys do that? Do you lie to yourselves ever? Because I feel like I lie to myself a lot. Like I'm always very optimistic when I'm grocery shopping. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like we're going to totally eat that. Or yes, I will make that. And then I don't. Then I don't. So I guess the lesson here, as I'm cleaning all this out and throwing away garbage bags full of expired food, is that I need to be more honest with myself, and I need to be more like, I just need to tell myself no. But there is something cool that's been happening lately that was an accident that has been born out of my not laziness, my lack of focus when it comes to meal planning, which is that I haven't been meal planning for the past, I don't know, however long, past few months, because I'm juggling too many things and like my focus can only be one place at a time. So meal planning has just fallen off the list. Like I just haven't been doing it. But the good thing that has come out of that is that I'm going to the store more frequently and getting less each time. So because of that, like I get that there is this like benefit to a lot of people if you meal plan and then meal prep all at once, right? Or if I know some people are even more extreme, they'll plan like once a month. They do like a big shop or whatever. I know most people probably plan week to week. They do their meal planning and maybe some meal prepping. And I think that that is a great idea for a lot of people. I have tried my gosh darndest. Oh, wait, look at how beautiful this is, you guys. Just take it in for a second. I know it's not perfect. Nothing's ever perfect, but like, look at how it was before. And now look at how it is now. It feels so much better. But how I'm going to prevent it from happening again, and now we're getting to the cabinets, but hold on, let me just finish my thought. So how I'm preventing it from happening again and what works better for me, because I've tried for years, guys, I have tried for years and years and years and years to be a good wife and like be a good meal planner, be a good dinner maker, what have you, okay? I've gone through different seasons. I've tried HelloFresh. I've tried Factor meals. I've tried just doing it on my own and planning my own and doing my own grocery shopping. I've tried it all. The problem is that with the way my brain works and with the way my family is, like the way that they also react and the way our preferences are as a family, whatever I come up with on a Sunday or a Monday, or in the case of like HelloFresh or Factor, whatever I think about like the Tuesday prior to the next Tuesday when you have to put the order in, that never is what we want when the time actually comes around. So then what ends up happening is that I buy all this food. I have all these like amazing intentions, right? I have all these grand plans. And I've done all this shopping, I've pre-ordered things, whatever. But then as the week goes on and we lose interest, then that's how we end up like letting food go and letting it go bad and then wasting the food, right? So what I'm finding, and so my point is, I've had this thought in my head for all these years that like I'm doing something wrong or like I'm flawed because I can't figure out how to meal plan, or like when I try to do the meal planning ahead, like, you know, quote unquote, you're supposed to, like everybody else does, like all the influencers do, whatever. I always fail, but I'm starting to realize that perhaps that's just not a good method for me. Like maybe the way that I can reduce waste is not planning ahead. Like maybe the way that I can reduce waste is to go shopping more often, or to do, because I'm signed up with HelloFresh, or no, sorry, that's not true. Not anymore. I'm signed up with Walmart Plus, and so I get free grocery delivery whenever I want. I also, there's another grocery, like there's 3 grocery stores, but there's another convenient grocery store right between my office and my daughter's daycare. And if I put in an order ahead of time, I can pick up groceries within like 2 hours of placing an order there. Or I can do Instacart with Costco. Like, it is not difficult, I guess is the point. It's not difficult for me to stop at the grocery store or to get groceries delivered more frequently, if that's what's going to help me have less food waste. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think I've been wasting so much food and overfilling our pantry and cabinets because I buy in bulk, like infrequently. Like I just buy a bunch, and then if we decide we're bored with it or we don't like it anymore, then we just don't eat it, and then I buy more. And then we eat some of that, but then we don't eat some of the other stuff. And so then I go buy more. And then we eat some of it, but we leave other, and then we buy more. And so then that's how, I mean, you obviously know how it happens, but I'm just explaining again in case you're having a hard time conceptualizing. I'm also kind of just working it out for myself. Like, I feel like I'm having this revelation almost in real time, which is nice. But that I don't have to do things the way that other people do them just because that's how it works for them. Like, if it works better for me to go grocery shopping more frequently, so that we don't waste as much food, then maybe I should do that. Even if it means maybe I have to pay a little extra sometimes, or maybe, I don't know, whatever. But I think this has been working out much better for me, is to kind of do it as I go, kind of like tidying as you go. But yeah, I guess, yeah, grocery shopping as you go, I think, is meal planning as you go. Yeah, I think that might be my new thing, to meal plan as I go. Meal planning on the fly.
now you get to look directly at my face. You're welcome. I just thought I'd mix it up a little bit. So that's my plan. That's my plan, guys, to reduce the food waste and to prevent the clutter from accumulating again with food. Like, I know how to prevent clutter from accumulating with toys or clothes. Like, that's, I think, a little bit more obvious. But I've been struggling when it comes to food because it's like, well, but I need to buy fresh food. It's like, yes, you do need to buy fresh food, but you don't have to buy so much all at once. And it's not that inconvenient to get it delivered more frequently or to like stop and do a pickup more frequently if I have to. So that is my new strategy. Let me know what you guys do. Like, are you a once a month or once a week kind of bulk shopper? Or are you somebody who goes to the store every day? I think there's definitely pros and cons to both. I know, like, once my grandfather, I grew up with my parents, I grew up with them, but my grandfather was a big part of my life too, my dad's dad. And I remember once he retired, he would go to the grocery store almost every single day. Like, he was never somebody who stocked up all at once. And then, I mean, then the food is fresher too, right? Like, and also, but I think for a lot of retired people, they're just bored. Like, I think I think sometimes they just need somewhere to go and something to do and people to talk to. But I also think, like, yeah, if you have the time and you want fresh food and you don't know what you want until that day, like, yeah, go to the grocery store every day. So that's my new strategy. Tell me what you guys do. Tell me how your brain works. Tell me if you think my plan is crazy or if you think it might be good for me. I think so far, so good. I probably could add a little more planning. Like, I feel like I'm very black and white. Like, I either am all in and plan everything and then I feel overwhelmed. Or like what I've been doing the last several weeks is I do nothing, right? I'm just like on the fly every day. So I think what I would like to do maybe after, well, when you're seeing this, it is after Thanksgiving, but moving forward, December and beyond, maybe I'll give myself like a general guideline. Like, maybe I'll look up some recipes and have some thoughts and prayers that I can think about. And then at least when I go to the store or like I want to do the shopping, at least I've like already kind of narrowed it down a little bit. Because that's really my strategy, like, or not my strategy, but that's my goal, like in the next year or more, is that I want to just streamline more of my life. I want to streamline more. I want to decrease my mental load and the things that are wandering around in my brain. And I just want to decrease the amount of decisions I have to make and just make things easier. I want to be less wasteful. I want to spend less money. Like, I want to save more and I want to have less clutter. And I think, I've cleaned out my closet. I'm trying to do that more with my clothing. I'm trying to do it more with my kids' toys. But I think food is the next frontier, guys. I think it's the next frontier. Total pivot, nothing to do with this, but I am watching myself clearing out my cabinets, and I wanted to just make sure that I don't forget to shout out a couple of other awesome creators who are also keeping up with their houses and decluttering. Because, I really appreciate the relationship I have with Beth at Feral Tradwife. We became friends a while ago, before her meteoric rise to success. But I just appreciate her friendship. I appreciate our connection here on YouTube still. And I appreciate that I seem to be benefiting from her mentioning me lately. And so I just wanted to shout out a couple of other creators that I think are amazing who deserve to be shouted out too, so I can pay it forward or pass it along or whatever, however you want to say it. So Jerry Heggie is the first one. If some of you are already familiar with her, I know, but if you're not, you should definitely check her out. She is lovely. She's about my age. She is very chill, very calming. But she does have a dusting of whatever disorder I have, because she too is having a hard time decluttering. So she's, she still is on the struggle bus a little bit, but I do think she's like a more elevated version of me. For sure. More refined, if you will. But she is Canadian, so I feel like Canadians just are better people in general. Maybe not. Maybe that's too much of a generalization. I know Beth would strongly disagree with that. She cannot stand Canadians. Just kidding. But she definitely does not think they're better than us, for sure. She's far superior to Canadians. But I think Canadians are a little more refined. And so anyway, Jerry's great. She's a good Canadian. And she's lovely. So check her out. I will link her recent cabinet decluttering in the description. She also just released a bedroom declutter, which is massive. So if you want decluttering, check her out. Also, a recent cabinet declutter that I saw is from Sarah at Fitting in Homemaking. She's American, so that's not great, but she is also like a very calm person. Also seems to have her life a little more in order and under control than me. But again, a dash of my disorder where she is decluttering, and like, I think she also has ADHD. And so, if you want someone else who is relatable, but like quietly funny, and very calm and like soothing, and you probably will get some good tips from her. I watched a couple of her finance, like her budgeting and like money saving videos, which were very helpful. So thank you, Sarah, for that. But if you want somebody who's like, a little chaotic, but mostly not, she's a great one to watch too. And she's got some decluttering going on. So I'll link her as well. Yeah. So those are my shout outs. And I met both of them on YouTube as well. I've definitely gone back and forth with Jerry for a while, and we've talked on the phone and stuff. And then Sarah has been a commenter here for quite a while, and I recently checked her channel out and I thought it was lovely. So there you go. There's some more content for you if this is your jam. And then obviously for more like somebody who's even more unhinged than me, that you've got Beth. So definitely stick with her too. We've got a wide range of people who need help with cleaning and decluttering. All right, where are we at? We're almost done with the cabinets. That stock pot, I don't know where to keep it where I don't have to also remove like 15 things to get it out. So it's just going to keep living there. I feel like that cabinet is a really rough one for me because it is really deep, so I can put a lot in there. But it also, I don't know, we haven't used that panini press in like 15 years. And I haven't even been with my husband that long, but I don't think we've had it that long. But I haven't used it in a long time is the point. And I didn't know where to put it. So, but anyway, the problem with that cabinet is that, yeah, it's deep, so it holds a lot. But then if you want to take stuff out, you got to like take out the stuff in front of it. So, I don't know. Yeah, this is the state that everything is in pre-Thanksgiving. As the crow flies right now, I don't know, that's not what I meant to say, but as things are right now, this was filmed on Sunday, and today that I'm telling you all of this presently is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and when you're seeing this is Friday, so sometime between now and tomorrow, Thanksgiving, but not tomorrow for you, I need to get everything back in order. As you can see here, we had a lovely time. I'm recording the voiceover with the hope that I'll have some good footage to show you of how Thanksgiving went. So it was amazing. Our Thanksgiving was great. I hope. But yeah, hopefully I will get it all back in working order. I'm just so grateful that I had the chance and the time to get all of the clutter out. And we'll get everything cleaned up in the living room and the bathrooms and all that so that we can have a few guests over on Thursday. And thank you so much for watching all of this. If you have hung in for this entire video, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You are a true time traveler and a true loyal follower. So thank you. If you have gotten this far, tell me in the comments that you would like your gold star, and I will give you a gold star for watching. So thank you. I love you. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope this was helpful to get you motivated to do some of your own cleaning and decluttering. And next week, I'm so excited. It is the last week of my sprint mode of my YouTube challenge. And so I have 2 videos coming out next week. One for sure is a bathroom declutter. The other one I'm still thinking about. And then we're going to see what happens towards the end of December, guys. I'm still noodling on it. So I love you. Thank you. Mwah. I'll talk to you in the next video. Have a great day. Mwah. Bye.